Louise with Louise McCare, and I'm back to do another gradient base color blend blow and splatter with this 3-ounce cup. I'll probably fill about 2 ounces full. And what I'm going to be going on is a gray gradient base. And now this gray base is made from Liquitex's Ivory Black, Artist's Loft Gray, and then whatever white I had laying around, just blended together. And the colors, now for those of you who follow me, you know I'm normally a neutral girl, somebody who likes very earthy tones. This is totally out of my comfort zone here. So what I've got is Liquitex's Cadmium yellow, and I've got these thinner this time than the last time. And this is Amsterdam's Brilliant green. This is Artist Loft's Metallic purple. And this here is Arteza's Pearl Hot Pink. And I'll be back in a second, but before that, just want to say thank you for all of you who are watching, and I hope I can turn this out really nice. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing by hitting the bell and all, and then you'll be kept up to date with all of my uploads. All right, I'll be back in a second. I'm going to close the window so that wind won't be blowing back toward me while I'm trying to blow this out that way. So just a quick commercial break. This Saturday at 9:45 Pacific Standard Time, I have my first premiere live chat with 24 other artists for Christmas in July. And we'll be going Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So if you're available, 9:45 this Saturday or any of the days, please tune in. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna layer this cup. And like I say, this is a 3-ounce cup. I'll probably layer it about two ounces full. I'm gonna use my crazy hair dryer, and I've got this crazy attachment, this Gatorade attachment at the end because I don't have a condenser at the end of this. And this blow dryer is stronger than this one that I usually use for my my deconstructed bloom. So I want to make sure I've got enough power. So that's why I'm using the other crazy one. All right, so with that, let's get started. All right, there's no time like the present. Double time through the layering of the cup. You can see the colors and how I'm layering them. But I will be a spoiler alert here. This thin paint and putting all these 4 colors together does not really work, and you'll see in a second. So what I've learned here is when I go about this the second time, I thicken up my paints and I separate out colors. So I have my purple with pink in 1 cup, spray, and then I have my green and yellow in a cup, and then spray. I can tell you right now, my paints are too thin. Okay, I'm going to stop and I'm going to wipe this off and I'm going to redo this because this is not good. I'm going to try this again. Now what I've done is I've thickened up my paints so there's some mound there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to splatter these separately. I'm going to splatter the pink and the purple and then the green and the yellow in 2 phases. And then I'm going to chuck some paint around and we'll see what happens. So let's layer the pink and the purple. I'm only going to go with a little bit. Now a little bit more than that. pink and the purple go nicely together, and the green and the yellow go together. Sandwich that purple a little bit. I will note here that as I start to spray with a blow dryer, I have the cup not over the canvas. I actually have it closer to me so that if I have any extra spillage, it won't just plop on the canvas. It'll plop into the tarpaulin below. Okay. That's not too bad. Now let's go with the green and the yellow. All right, everybody, while this is a quiet time, I just want to add here that in the next month or so, while I'm getting ready to move to North Carolina, I'm going to be very busy packing, sorting, garage sailing, giving away, packing up more stuff. And I probably won't have a chance to do 3 videos a week. So it's not because I don't care, it's just because I have other priorities right now. Just wanted to point that out. And I'm sorry, as soon as I get set back up in North Carolina, I'll be back on track. And you'll be hearing some very different background sounds on my videos. I can tell you already, when I do my fling cup, I'm gonna put more purple in because I don't have a lot of purple here. So let's try this. I'm going to double time through this part because you can see what I'm doing just as easily on double speed as I do on real time. And the things I want to point out here is, just like with the last painting, you know, once I got done with it, it was okay, but compositionally, of course, the paint's not going to land exactly where you think it should, and you might get lucky once in a while. So what I'm doing here is I'm extending the throws out to the edge of the canvas in a lot of cases, just to make the piece seem more compositionally complete and balanced. So that's what I'm doing throughout most of this. And just bear in mind, there is no right or wrong answer here. It's just looking at the piece and seeing, based on your gut, you know, what does this thing need? How does this thing feel like it needs to be made complete? You know, do I need to stretch that out? Do I need to add to this section over here? That's all I'm doing, is I'm just kind of playing around through this. And those of you that have been watching me for a while know how much I love using the straw. And for some reason, this piece to me just didn't ever call for the straw. It just seems to want to be pulled with a palette knife. So that's all I do throughout all of this. So all I'm doing through here and through a lot of the rest of this is just seeing where it looks like it needs a little color, and I'm just adding to it into the otherwise bare or barer spots. So I'm just trying to make it look more balanced. So there are a couple good parts and bad parts of working with a dry base. And obviously the good part is if you start out and immediately don't like what you see, you can just restart by erasing it and cleaning it off, because the canvas is dry, and once you get the canvas clean, you're ready to start fresh. The other good part is it's really easy to handle the canvas because most of it is still dry. Don't need to worry about messing up your edges when you want to turn the canvas around. So it's easy to work with. The bad part is, like I mentioned in the first video, the paints just don't want to move. So it takes a lot of extra effort, if you want to call it that, to get the paints to move how you want them to go. things I'm doing here and have done throughout some of the canvas on the stems is I'm taking whatever color is the less predominant color of that stem, like for example the green and yellow there. I think I'm driving through the green right there in a little stream just to add a little dimension to the color palette on the stem. I think that's about a wrap. Once again, it's going to be a long video. I'll have to condense it down a lot.